Jack Nicholson's story began with a twist that sounds almost like fiction, yet it quietly shaped the man he would become. Born in New Jersey in 1937, he spent much of his early life believing his grandmother was his mother and his biological mother was his sister. The truth emerged only when he was already an adult, long after his identity and personality had formed. Rather than letting this revelation define him negatively, Nicholson absorbed it with the calm curiosity that later became part of his screen presence. Growing up in a modest environment, he developed an early fascination with movies, voices, and characters. Storytelling was not just entertainment to him, it was a doorway into understanding people. These early emotional complexities helped him develop empathy and emotional depth, qualities that would later give his performances a unique authenticity audiences could feel even when he played larger-than-life personalities. Struggles before stardom. Nicholson's rise to fame was far from instant. Like many aspiring actors, he began at the bottom, taking small jobs in studios and learning the mechanics of filmmaking from behind the scenes. He worked in animation departments, ran errands, and observed directors and performers with quiet attention. His early acting roles were mostly in low-budget films that rarely received wide recognition, yet they served as valuable training grounds. Those years taught him discipline and patience, two qualities essential for longevity in an industry known for unpredictability. Rather than chasing overnight success, Nicholson focused on mastering his craft, refining his voice, and understanding camera presence. These humble beginnings created a strong foundation, proving that persistence often matters more than immediate applause. By the time opportunity finally arrived, he was not simply lucky. He was prepared, experienced, and ready to step into roles with confidence built from years of unseen effort. The breakthrough that changed everything. The turning point in Nicholson's career came when he delivered a performance that suddenly drew widespread attention and respect. His portrayal of unconventional, rebellious characters resonated with audiences who were themselves searching for identity and freedom during changing social times. Critics began noticing his sharp dialogue delivery, expressive eyes, and ability to blend humor with intensity. What made him stand out was not only talent, but unpredictability. Viewers never quite knew what emotional direction he would take next. This unpredictability became his signature, turning him into one of the most discussed actors of his generation. The success did more than boost his career. It shifted how studios viewed him, opening doors to more complex and meaningful projects. From that moment forward, Nicholson was no longer simply another actor trying to be noticed. He became a performer whose presence alone could shape the tone of an entire film. Mastering complexity on screen. Throughout the following decades, Nicholson became known for portraying layered, emotionally rich characters. He had an unusual gift for bringing contradictions to life. Strength mixed with vulnerability, humor paired with seriousness, charm blended with darkness. Audiences connected with these performances because they reflected real human contradictions rather than simple hero-villain divisions. Whether he played a rebellious outsider or a deeply introspective figure, his portrayals felt genuine and lived in. Directors valued his ability to improvise thoughtfully while still respecting the structure of a script. He approached roles with curiosity instead of ego, often exploring motivations and subtle gestures that added realism. This dedication helped him remain relevant across changing cinematic styles and audience expectations. Rather than repeating the same persona, he continuously evolved, allowing each performance to feel distinct. His versatility ensured that viewers associated him not with a single character, but with excellence itself, a presence that defined generations. Nicholson's influence extended beyond individual films. He helped shape the tone of entire eras in cinema. His memorable lines and expressive reactions became part of popular culture, quoted and imitated across generations. Yet his appeal was not merely about iconic moments. It was about the confidence he projected, an assurance that whatever role he inhabited, he would deliver something memorable. He possessed a rare combination of intensity and ease, making audiences both fascinated and comfortable at the same time. Younger actors often studied his performances to understand pacing, facial expression, and vocal control. Despite the admiration surrounding him, Nicholson maintained an air of mystery, revealing just enough personality to remain relatable while preserving personal boundaries. A personal life lived in the public eye. While Nicholson's professional life earned critical praise, his personal life also attracted attention, often more than he intended. Relationships, friendships, and family connections were frequently discussed in entertainment media, sometimes overshadowing his artistic achievements. Yet those close to him often described him as thoughtful, reflective, and deeply loyal beneath his public image. He experienced the same joys and challenges that accompany long-term relationships and parenthood, navigating them under the glare of public curiosity. Despite the noise, he remained committed to maintaining bonds with his children and friends, valuing genuine connection over headlines. His life demonstrated that fame does not eliminate ordinary emotional experiences. It simply magnifies them. Over time, Nicholson learned to separate public perception from private reality, choosing to protect certain aspects of his life while allowing his work to remain the primary way audiences understood him. A friendship built on mutual respect. Among Nicholson's many professional relationships, his connection with Robin Williams stood out as one rooted in admiration rather than competition. Both men were celebrated performers with very different styles, Nicholson known for measured intensity and Williams for rapid-fire spontaneity, yet they shared a deep respect for each other's artistry. Their interactions were often described as warm and sincere, filled with humor but also genuine listening. Nicholson appreciated Williams's ability to transform a room's energy within seconds, while Williams admired Nicholson's commanding screen presence. What bound them was not similarity, but recognition of each other's dedication to craft. They understood the pressures that come with public expectations and the emotional effort required to consistently deliver meaningful performances, remembering Robin Williams with honesty. In later reflections, Nicholson spoke about Williams with a tone that combined admiration and tenderness. He often emphasized that Williams' brilliance extended far beyond humor. There was depth, sensitivity, and compassion beneath the laughter. Nicholson noted that while audiences saw boundless energy, those who knew Williams personally also saw a thoughtful individual who listened carefully and cared deeply about others. His recollections were not dramatic confessions, but gentle acknowledgments of a friend's humanity. He expressed how Williams could lift spirits effortlessly while also carrying quiet emotional weight, a duality common among creative minds. Nicholson's words highlighted an important truth: talent and vulnerability often coexist. By sharing these memories, he helped audiences see Williams not only as an entertainer, but as a complex individual whose generosity and empathy left a lasting impression on colleagues and friends long after the applause faded. The impact of loss and reflection. The passing of Robin Williams affected many within the entertainment world, and Nicholson was no exception. He described the moment as deeply sobering, a reminder that even the brightest personalities experience struggles unseen by the public. Rather than dwelling on sadness, Nicholson chose to focus on gratitude for the moments they shared, the conversations, the laughter, and the creative energy that filled their encounters. This perspective revealed his maturity and emotional awareness, showing that remembrance can be both heartfelt and hopeful. Loss often encourages reflection on one's own journey, priorities, and relationships. For Nicholson, it reinforced the importance of kindness and authenticity in an industry that sometimes emphasizes image over substance, a legacy of art and humanity. As Nicholson looks back on his life, his legacy appears defined not only by cinematic achievements, but also by the relationships and memories he helped create. His career stands as a testament to perseverance, adaptability, and emotional honesty, while his friendships reveal warmth beneath a famously confident exterior. Speaking about Robin Williams was less about revealing secrets and more about honoring a shared human experience between two artists who influenced millions. Nicholson's reflections remind audiences that true impact lies in authenticity, being present in conversations, valuing creativity, and acknowledging both strengths and vulnerabilities. In the later chapters of life, recognition becomes less about trophies and more about connection, gratitude, and personal truth. Nicholson's story ultimately illustrates that behind iconic performances are real lives shaped by growth, friendship, and the quiet understanding that art is most powerful when it reflects genuine humanity.